Good morning all. Today we are going to discuss two topics, leakage flux and armature leakage in DC machines and AC machines in the subject design of electrical apparatus in first unit. These two topics, leakage flux and armature leakage are available in the first unit of this particular subject. So first we are going to define what is magnetic leakage or leakage flux. The flux which passes through the unwanted path in a magnetic circuit is called as leakage flux. Actually, this leakage flux is not going to contribute for energy conversion, or it will not going to affect the energy transfer or energy conversion in energy conversion devices or energy transfer devices of electrical apparatus, but it will affect the performance of the transformers and rotating machines in terms of the following performance indices. It will affect the excitation demand of silent pole machines. Performance of AC machines depends on the leakage reactance and forces between the windings and the short circuit conditions. Voltage regulation of generators and transformers will be affected. Because of this leakage flux will contribute voltage drop in the machine, because this leakage flux will be accounted in terms of leakage reactance in electrical calculations, and so in generators and transformers this leakage flux will be accommodated as a lumped reactances as leakage reactances in the equivalent circuit of any machine, so that will be responsible for voltage drop, and hence the voltage regulation of generators and transformers will be affected by this leakage flux. Commutation condition will be affected because the commutation will be affected by the amount of voltage, self-induced EMF in the machine, and so this commutation will be affected in DC machines. Strain load losses and circulating currents in transformer tank will also be affected. So that we are going to define a term leakage coefficient now. So it is the ratio between total flux and useful flux in the machine. The total flux consists of useful flux plus leakage flux. So the types of leakage flux in armature of a DC machine. The next topic we are going to discuss is about the armature flux. So this armature flux consists of these two different fluxes. The first one is the leakage flux in slots. So that is defined as slot leakage flux. So the slot leakage flux is the fluxes that crosses one tooth to another tooth through the slot. So the fluxes that crosses the slot from one tooth to another tooth, and then returning through the iron. So the flux returning through this iron path is called as slot leakage flux. Okay. So flux available in this iron path is represented as slot leakage flux. And the second type of flux is going to be tooth top leakage flux. Again, the flux passes from one tooth to another tooth through the air gap, and so this flux is represented as tooth top leakage flux. That is, the flux passes from one tooth to another tooth through the air gap. So this portion of the flux is represented as tooth top leakage flux. Actually, this tooth top leakage flux is considered in machines having large air gap like DC machines and synchronous machines. But in induction machine, the air gap length will be very lesser, so that this tooth top leakage flux will not be considered, or it will be very small and hence it will be negligible. The third leakage type of leakage flux we are going to consider is zigzag leakage flux. So this is the flux passing from one tooth to another tooth in a zigzag fashion. Okay, it's called a zigzag leakage flux. The magnitude of this flux depends on the length of the air gap and the relative position of the tip of rotor and stator tooth. So if the distance between the tooth is lesser, this zigzag length will also be lesser. If the distance between tooth of stator and rotor is more, the zigzag path length will also be more. So that it will depends upon the position of tip of, because the zigzag flux is represented from tip to tip of, it is passing from tip to tip of stator and rotor tooth. So that will depends upon the position of the tips of the rotor and stator teeth. The next type of leakage flex is the overhang leakage flex. Overhang is nothing but the end ring connecting the two conductors of a single turn. Actually, it is a 3-turn coil. So each turn will be completed through this overhang only, or it is called as end ring also. This end ring is not going to be contribute in the energy conversion process. Only the conductors will contribute in the energy conversion process. But there is a connectivity is required to connect two conductors of a turn. So this overhang, which is made of thick copper rings, is there in machine, but it is not taking part in the energy conversion process. But the current is flowing through this overhang also, so that there will be a leakage flux in this overhang also. So the flux produced by the overhang portion of the armature winding is called as overhang leakage flux. So this depends upon the arrangement of the overhang and the nearby metal parts. Okay. The last leakage flux type we are going to discuss is about the harmonic leakage flux. The harmonic leakage flux are due to the dissimilar MMF distribution in the stator and rotor. Stator MMF and rotor MMF is not going to be the similar pattern of waveform, and so this dissimilarity is going to make a leakage flux is represented as harmonic leakage flux. Actually, the difference in the harmonic conduct of stator and rotor MMF produces harmonic leakage fluxes. But in squirrel cage induction motor, this harmonic leakage flux will not be present because it is balanced by the stator current and rotor current. So these are about the leakage flux and armature leakage flux, and another kind of leakage flux is skew leakage flux. Actually, induction motor rotor is made of skewed rotor construction. The slots in the rotor of induction motor is not straight. It is going to be skewed. The slightly inclined rotor slots will be there. That is to eliminate the magnetic pull present in the rotor of induction machine. So this skewing, that is also to eliminate the harmonic torques and noise in the induction machine. So the skewed construction induces a leakage flux in the machine. That is called as skew leakage flux. So that will affect the mutual flux actually. Next one is the peripheral leakage flux. The flux is flowing circumferentially around the air gap without linking with any of the windings are called as peripheral leakage flux. It is actually this leakage flux is negligible in most of the machines. So we have completed actually the first unit theory portions, except this lap winding design and wave winding design. Thank you.